Hey guys, how are you? Welcome into a Monday morning edition of the Daily Juice podcast with me, Matt Perrault. You guys can always follow me on Twitter at Sports Talk Matt. The BetMGM offer on the YouTube video for BettingPros, $10 bet to win $150. Win or lose if you sign up for a new account with BetMGM with that promo code Juice150. All right, so a 2-2 day. Down because the second of the two, Klay Thompson under 3.5 made threes. That cashes. Jordan Poole over 13.5 points. That cashed. Unfortunately, Jason Tatum got yanked in the fourth quarter. He had 6 boards. He would have gotten there, and it would have been a 3-1 day. So it's a 2-2 day, but we're down the juice, unfortunately, so we move on. It's fine. Draymond Green, by the way, did record 5 or more assists, so that plus 500 at a half a unit bet is still alive. 7-1 for the Warriors, still alive. 10-1 for the Celtics, still alive. Series to end in 5, still alive, kind of. Series to end in 6, still alive, kind of. It's looking like this may be a 7-game series like we thought it was going to be, but I took the plus money on those 2 bets, quarter unit on either one of those projections for how the series is going to go. But I will be on Boston, game 3. You guys know what I'm doing here. Boston has not lost back-to-back games. I've been 4-0 when I use the term hammer the Celtics after a loss. Going to be on Boston after game number 2. They punted on that game. Okay, that's just a punt. It's fine. I mean, 1-1. Boston did what they needed to do. I thought Stephen A. Smith was totally correct. Crazy to say that on ESPN in the postgame, but he's totally right. Boston just said, all right, whatever. We don't need this. Not a big deal. We already got the win. We won game 1. Let's go home to game 3. I think Boston does wind up winning and covering. Minus 3.5. I hope it goes down. I want 3. I'm probably may not. I mean, it may be 4, unfortunately. So I may be forced to take 3.5 at some point. But the game's not till Wednesday, so we don't have to do it. And let's see what Rob Williams, what his knee looks like. That's significant. If he's out for game 3, that could change things a little bit up for me coming up here. So we'll look ahead to that coming up a little bit later on. But today I got 2 baseball bets, and I have 1 hockey play coming up for you guys here in 1 second. But first, let me talk about our friends at Sleeper. Sleeper is the fastest growing fantasy platform today. Millions of players. You guys may have a league on there already. The new over-under game we've been telling you about. Super simple. You guys are going to go and pick some props, and you're going to choose the amount of money you want to put into it. You can win anywhere from 2 times to 20 times the money you put in. Sleeper, very cool. Stop what you're doing. Go download Sleeper right now for their new over-under game. Have fun with your friends. Make some money on your mobile phone. Join the listener group on Sleeper. Sleeper.com/dailyjuice. And Sleeper will automatically match your first deposit up to $100. Again, that's go to sleeper.com/dailyjuice. You'll get a $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of usage for details. Okay, let's start with hockey. And I'm not going to go overboard on this. So a buddy of mine who used to coach in the USHL sent me a note before game 3 and said, Matt, Edmonton's not winning a game. He knew I had bet Edmonton at plus 200 to win the series. And he's like, hey, I don't mean to rain on your parade, but Edmonton's not going to win this series. And I was like, man, that kind of stinks. So here's what I'm going to do, and you guys can factor it in however way you want to factor it in. I want to win a half a unit here, okay? So whatever I got to lay, I got minus 125, okay? So I'm laying a little bit more, 0.6, 0.65 to win a half a unit. I'm coming back here and taking the Avalanche to finish it off and get a sweep. I don't think we're going to see the Edmonton Oilers. I just think we saw their best shot in game 3. And I thought that they were, Mike Smith, that goal at the end of the first period was so soft. I think the team knows they're just not as good. The Avalanche are just a team on a mission right now, and I think they're going to win the Western Conference coming up here tonight. I want to get out of that Edmonton plus 200 bet, and I want to kind of finish up even. So I'm going to come in here with a half a unit to win a half a unit. So whatever you got to lay from the juice perspective, if you took the Edmonton, whatever, it's climbing. It's minus 125 right now, but it might be minus 135, 40, whatever it got to be. I think Colorado does win. I laid minus 125 to win a half a unit to cover the Edmonton bet. I don't care who's in net. I think the Avalanche with Nathan McKinnon and company, they're the better hockey team. I just think they wind up winning. W coming for the Colorado Avalanche in game 4 to finish up a sweep here to win a half a unit. Money line, Avalanche, game 4, bet number 1 here on a Monday. Bet number 2, and I know you guys always think that I'm a homer here by betting on the Red Sox, but I don't understand what is going on in the Red Sox and Angels game tonight. The Angels have lost 11 consecutive games. The Red Sox just run-lined the A's in every game. We bet the first one. I bet the other 2 myself. Red Sox offense is hot. Angels don't score. Noah Syndergaard is a very good pitcher, but Michael Wacha has been arguably the best pitcher for the Red Sox this year. How are the Red Sox catching plus 110? How are the Angels, who have lost 11 games in a row, how are they the favorite into this game? This is a weird line. I don't understand it. I know Syndergaard's much better at home than he is on the road. I know that Walker's been okay. Red Sox have been smacking the baseball. They enjoy the warm weather in California. I don't understand this. This is just strictly on principle. A team that's lost 11 straight versus a team that's won 4 straight and just run-lined the last 3 games against their opponent. Yeah, I'm taking the Red Sox on the money line at plus 110. That seems to be too good to be true. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it blows up. Maybe the Angels snap their losing streak, but I don't get that at all. Just from a numbers play perspective, I'm coming in here and I'm taking the Red Sox at plus 110 just because I think it's absolutely ridiculous that the Red Sox are sitting here going, yeah, this is a team they should be a dog against, who have lost 11 consecutive games. Noah Syndergaard or no Noah Syndergaard. And finally, we have the Mets on the road at the San Diego Padres. Blake Snell gets no run support whatsoever. It's incredible. The poor guy, he is snake bitten. Carlos Carrasco going for the Mets 6-1 with a 3.63 ERA. You know, Blake Snell, it's not his fault. He's actually pitching pretty well here, and he actually has had a decent season. Just he gets no run support. He's lost his last 3 starts, 3-2, 4-1, 3-0 the last 3 starts. Mets offense has been really good. Mets have been phenomenal on the run line this year. They're the number 1 team in Major League Baseball on the run line, 34-22. I got the pitching matchup. I got the offensive matchup. I got this Mets team that's 37-19 going on right now. This team just beat the Dodgers 9-4, scoring a bunch of runs, smacking the ball around the ballpark. It's been impressive to see what they've done. They won 5-4 in 10 innings yesterday, and then actually that was the day before when they won 9-4. So beating the back-to-back wins against the Dodgers. Mets run line. And I would shop on this, by the way. It's plus 155. Mets run line, half a unit at plus 155. I'm going with the Mets here and Carrasco to win by more than 1 run on the road against the Padres and Blake Snell. All right, 3 bets for you guys. We're going to win a half a unit on the Avalanche tonight on the money line. Red Sox money line. Mets run line here on a Monday. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt each and every morning. It's the Daily Juice Podcast, always being brought to you by BetMGM.